And hello everyone, this is Hand from Above bringing you the VP Gamers versus Kiwi Clone Army. Just got the stream running, let's get it rocking and rolling. We're actually in game 1 already, just getting started. Just hyping it up. And it is just me alone, guys. It is Hand from Above bringing you all the wonderful action. Might be joined later by someone else. I don't know. Probably Justinius or one Gamathor. But that is A-okay, guys. I'm just going to let them know we are ready. Ready. And let's get the show on the road. Game 1 underway. We have Fuzzy versus... let me bring Gamathor. I'll bring them down for the second match. So we're underway, guys. We're ready to rock and roll. We are good to go. And just waiting for everything to pop. And it looks like we're going to have VP Fuzzy, guys, versus Kiwi Clone Sin. It is a ZVT I do love. Oh, we're waiting. Alright, we're good to go. And here we go. Good looks, have fun. Things have started. I cannot wait. We have Fuzzy versus Sin. Game 1 of the SCNAL. This is week number 4's matchup, which is VP versus Kiwi Clone Army. Kiwi Clone Army is an extremely strong team. They're 2-0 right now. I think, as far as I saw on the ladder. So, let's get the show on the road. I am just loading up. I cannot wait. We have just... I'll give a brief overview of what's happened. First map is going to be MLG Tal'Darim Altar. For anyone that hasn't seen it. Great map. I do love it. It is Zerg friendly. It's also... Well, it's anyone that loves to play a macro game friendly map. And we're just waiting for our Sin to get loaded here. And we'll be underway. Still waiting. Hopefully he does not drop. That would be no bueno. I'd be a little upset over that. Do excuse me, guys. I am going to try to clean up my windows a little bit more. Yes, that is right. It is Hand all alone. Here we go, guys. The game is underway. And here we go. Starting in the bottom 4 o'clock position. That is the man for VP starting us off. It is the purple Zerg. He does love his color purple, guys. It is Fuzzy. And going across to the red Terran. It is for Kiwi Clone Army, Sin. Alright, I'm just letting them know. So here we go. And we're underway. Let's see what's on the road. I do like what Sin is doing. He is creating the wall up here instead of down here. So that means he's not going for a really quick fast expand. He is kind of going to prevent any shenaniganry if Fuzzy wanted to start it. But I have yet to see Fuzzy do any type of really brutal shenanigans. So that is A-okay here. gotta set myself busy. I keep forgetting this stuff. There we go. And we are underway. Fuzzy taking the fast expand, not a bad idea at all. Because he will be up ahead in bases, up ahead in macro, while the Terran is stuck on one base. But once the Terran does scout this out, Fuzzy's scouting out the Terran right away. And he gets right inside. He's going to see what's going on. He's going to see the gas already, and he's going to go, oh, okay. And here comes the first Marine. First Marine's going to want to clean this up, but Fuzzy just sneaks right back out. And there's going to be the full wall off, so no more scouting from Fuzzy, but Fuzzy now kind of saw. So let us see what we got. The Marine is just chilling, and there's the factory dropping, so while Fuzzy does get the spawning pool of gases underway, Fuzzy should be able to get speed really quick. Sin is going to be scouting around in here, seeing what's going on. But as you can see, perfect drone timing to spot this all over, so Fuzzy is now going to be mining off of 2 bases, which is going to put the Terran a little behind, but that is A-okay because he has a thing called mules, and mules are amazing for mining. So let us see, yep. Let's see what he chooses to do. We're still just making Marines. I wonder if he's going to go for like a 1-1-1 build, or... because we only got 1 gas, so... And there is the tech lab, so we do have the patented tech lab on the way. No starport as of yet, but he's looking like he's going to go build. And he's going to go command center, so he is going to expand out. Very smart move. Fuzzy is going to build a spine just in case he gets to see some pressure. But right now he is feeling pretty good, and he is just going to drone up like a fiend. He is going to lay his creep tumor so he can connect the 2 bases, because right now if the Queens had to go defend, they would be very slow. So here we go with the command center underway. We do have a Hellion and Blue Flame underway. So Blue Flame, we are going to go try to cook some good old Zerg, and God knows Zerg smell bad when they die. So plenty and plenty of drones for him to cook, and really 1 spine to defend with a Queen right now. But that is okay, because Fuzzy is going to keep on droning up. And there is the starport, so maybe some Hellion drops. I do not know. We do have Lair underway though, guys. So back here, there is Lair. And we do have speed just about done with 12 lings now underway. So 12 lings will definitely help clean up. But, of course, if you have some perfectly microed Hellions, they can cook 12 lings very quickly. There you go, morphing it into the orbital. Still has not taken his 2nd gas yet, though. So, which is kind of a surprise. Where Fuzzy is now taking all his gases, but we do know Fuzzy to be a very happy Muta player. And when I mean happy, the man's got micro like nobody's business when it comes to Muta. And there's some lings. Lings are going to discover what's going on and go, oh, okay. And we got 3 Hellions and a handful of Marines, 8 Marines. And there's the swap. And it looks like we're going to a very bio-happy army now. And here comes 4 Blue Flame Hellions and those 8 Marines. Looks like they want to get something done. They do have a medevac sitting in back here that should be following up. So here comes Fuzzy's going to get some major pressure. He's got 10 more lings underway, and there is another spine, so he can actually poke at the high ground, but he does have the medevac to spot, so... But he is doing a great job destroying those, and that does narrow it down. That got... And here we go. Look at all the Queens! And they get rid of the medevac, and they get rid of the 2 Hellions, so now they cannot spot high. And that's pretty much going to end it right there. He's losing 2 Marines and 2 Hellions. Great job by Fuzzy. Now that gives the Spire almost done. Where's the Spire? Where's the Spire? There's the Spire. And here comes 6 mutas, which means here comes a ton of fun. Just taking his gases now. Does get the muta, or the OB, unfortunately. And here we go. Here comes another Hellion drop. We will follow this across the map. Fuzzy Wallaby trying to take his 3rd. Hellion drop still coming on down. And here it comes, guys. But look at this. The mutas are going to intercept this, guys. Oh, boy. And there goes the medevac. And here goes all the drones. 2 drones down. More drones dying. The drones have just stopped. He's killing the drones. But he gets all of... Wow. All the Hellions. And how many drones were lost there? Only 7, actually. Not too shabby at all. Because he'll just drone right back up and get underway. And he has a fully functioning... And look at this. That's a beautiful thing from Fuzzy. He does love his mutas. Stim is still not done yet, so it's actually pretty viable for them to sit there and pick these off. Look at this. He's picking off one by one. And look at this. Here you go. More Marines. Stim is done though. Fuzzy needs to fly away before he loses more. And there's number 4 dead. But he did stop another barracks. And look at this. We do have the Baleen nest just about done. And Fuzzy's macro hatch is up as well. So Fuzzy is ready to go. Now we do know Fuzzy does like his muta harass very heavily. And now that he's seen pretty much heavy Marine tank, and there's a few tanks sitting here, Fuzzy is definitely just waiting to see what he's going to do. And there goes a poor SCV unknowingly. Looks like he's trying to get the engineering bay, which is working on an upgrade. And here comes Fuzzy back in again. More harassment. Does get the Marine. I love how he bunches it up. He does get a free tank as well, and does not lose. And there he goes. He loses 2 right there. But there's 2 more he just picked up, so Fuzzy is definitely doing his job. We have Banelings, the centrifugal hooks underway. So all these lings will turn into Banelings, and, well, we know what happens after that. So here we go. Here comes some more harass. Look at this. He's going to pick off. And really no loss at all. So just stop some gas mining. And mining in general, because he is almost mined out of his main. And he is very heavily saturated in his natural. So he did make another command center. And I'm waiting. He's making it right now. And here comes the move out. We have some Stim Marines up front. And look at this. Those mutas are still in back. And Fuzzy knows what's coming. We have Banelings galore. And let's see if he goes back out. Because these tanks are sitting in back right now. And there goes all of the lings. Banelings coming in, popping on the tanks where they shouldn't. But there's still a ton of Marines, but only 2 medevacs. Here comes 8 more Banelings. He really needs the Banelings to actually hit the Marines this time. But he's going to just run away and wait to fight another day. We do have 42 more lings out. And here comes the floating. And that's actually going to get spotted. Wow, and he's run the Medivacs pretty much out of energy, so now his stim will pretty much kill. He does need to kill that. Oh, this is MLG. There is still rocks there. So here he comes. And Fuzzy with, oh my god. That is a crap ton of Marines. And he only loses one, and yet he picks off a lot. And there's the Banlings, and oh my god, this is just going to be bad news bears. Banlings popping all over the Marines. Still more Banlings rolling. He does split his Marines up, but they're all hitting all over the place. There is no army left at this point. And there's the GG from Sin. Wow. That's a stamp and a half. So now we are up. VP is up 1-0. I do actually have both of our guest casters in here. I'm kind of impressed. I didn't think I'd see either of them. Well, I knew I'd see one of them. We have Justinius and Gamma Thor with us tonight.
Hi.
What's up, Gamma?
Oh no, my vent's not working. Ah, hold on. Hey, now I can hear you.
Alright. We're just waiting for Justinius, because I'll actually use, you know...
Hi.
And we got Justinius.
Are we live?
We are live, guys. VP is up 1-0. Fuzzy just kind of stamped Sin with a giant return to sender.
Yeah, you know, I was watching that game because my internet just came back up, and I have to say that was really solid play from Fuzzy. I liked the muted control. I liked his continual hampering, and eventually just nailing the coffin. Even after throwing all those Banelings on tanks, he just had so many mutas left over. There wasn't much that the Terran could do.
We almost are on 2 pages of mutas, which is very rare to see. And that is just enormous.
Right. So, just gonna make sure I get an invite in that next game so I can co-cast you. I'm excited. I was hearing good things.
Well, you know,
Should be good.
we'll get you both in. We'll have a little threesome today. How about that?
Tree cast. Let's do a tree cast.
hard.
Tricast the VP Gamers way. I think that's a fantastic idea.
Sounds great.
Alright, are you in
So,
the
what are we looking at now?
I'm gonna get you into the channel. Do I?
Yes, please.
Do I?
It's like we're watching the NFL on Fox.
It is. Hey, can you join SCLD1 there, Justinius? I don't have you in my friends list for some reason. I don't know why.
Now everybody knows the channel.
Whatever.
Awesome. Fuzzy goes long. His Mutalists catch the ball, and it's a touchdown!
That was one Hail Mary I'll never forget.
And if we watch that instant replay, see that circle I'm drawing there with my pencil. Oh wait, no, I'm not John Madden.
If we only had that ability while we were watching to have that little yellow thing so everyone can see what we're doing and stuff like that, I granted, yes, you can see what's selected by hand, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
We should work on that.
We could like make little smiley faces and circles.
Smiley face, put hats on people, yep, make everyone with breast assists.
The lair could have little windows.
Oh wait, Nursky is saying there is a teleprompter option in XSplit now. I'll have to explore that for later.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
cool.
We definitely need that happening.
So I could be like John Madden and start circling and go, boom!
See what he did here? He blocked the tackle and then he went to the left.
But instead we're going to circle
Found the hole,
Fuzzy's...
punched right through.
Instead we're going to circle Fuzzy's Mad Muta play. And, yeah.
We could draw, you know, body sexual parts on the Mutalisks next time, or the Banelings.
How about we not do that? Can we go with that, please?
Well, you know, I think it's up to the crowd. If the crowd wants to see it, we got to do it.
All right, let me suggest the other casters. We have VP
I can't join off you, by the way.
And Justinius is already in, so.
All right, so looking at things, Ner'zhul, you know, he's actually a, actually Ner'zhul is, he's a Warcraft character, isn't he? He's a Lich.
He is. Good call, sir. And, by the way, I'm going to run you guys a little bit of the rules. The SCL does have a little thing, or the SCLNA has a rule for all kills. Unfortunately, we will never see one in the SCLNA because a player can only play get 2 wins. So if Fuzzy wins now, we've spent Fuzzy.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I actually like that rule. We don't have to just watch Ewick all kill or Fuzzy all kill an entire team. So that's good. That's good. You know, on another note, Ner'zhul, if you remember playing Warcraft 3, the Acolytes for the undead, if you double-click them a lot, like in almost all Blizzard games, they'd say all kinds of funny things. And one of the things they would say is, "My life for ire." I mean Ner'zhul. And so that's why I knew that. Because I love StarCraft so much that I knew the funny thing a Warcraft 3 character said about StarCraft.
Well, I'm also going to put
Isn't Ire not there anymore?
Ire is not, but we're going to put Gamma on the idea of spamming our chat channel. And let's get more people in because we only have 21 people watching.
That's
only
sad.
No way. That's pretty good. I think we can make this bigger though, and better. Get your friends.
Oh, definitely.
I know I have my mom watching.
Oh, you got it.
Wait, for real? Man, you are a winner.
That's not what you were gonna say.
I was going to say, you are a lucky person to have such a supporting mother.
And here we go, guys.
I am the favorite.
We are. We have Fuzzy versus Ner'zhul. I cannot wait. This is a big matchup. Fuzzy is just been a beast lately, and we all know that. So.
Looks like we're starting up here.
We do have the countdown.
Gone down.
What's the name of the clan we're facing right now? I'm going to post it on the Facebook right now.
We are facing Kiwi Clone Army.
I'm afraid of kiwis. They're kind of a scary-looking fruit. Like, they're all black, tiny seeds. Are those poisonous?
No,
I never
they're
know.
delicious.
I don't even want to eat a kiwi.
They are freaking delicious.
I don't know, man.
Well, guys, the map is MLG Xel'Naga Caverns. I cannot wait, because we all know the spawning positions. I will let Justinius and Gamathor do the intros. Justinius, you have the Red Terran.
Alright, the Red Terran in the bottom left corner is Ner'zhul, fighting for the Kiwi Clone Army.
And at the top right, we have Fuzzy Purple Zerg fighting for VP Gamers.
And we all do know Fuzzy does love his Purple Zerg. In the last clan war, he actually was very sad because someone else had taken his purple color. Because he says the creep and the purple kind of meld together. It's his happy color, shall we say. So
it's pretty interesting. Now that might hamper an opponent if they aren't using the color changer, but normally a high-level player, except for Fuzzy, is going to set their colors so they're always green and their opponent is always red, so they don't have that kind of issue looking at creep, so they know what they're looking at. So, you know, that's Fuzzy's prerogative, and that's great. I'm not dissing Fuzzy. I just think it's kind of funny. You know, he's like making purple on purple. Does he sometimes get confused where his own units are?
I don't know, but that's...
Wait, I don't know. Is that creep or a baneling? I think you can tell.
Banelig's a big green butt,
true.
so...
They also can't lie.
If they lie, they explode.
That's right.
So you know if a baneling's telling the truth if he dies.
Yeah.
Though you might die with him. See, that's the problem, is Marines are always like, Baneling, are you going to kill me? And then they say, yes. And then they're not going to kill them. So actually, that doesn't work. If you think about it, okay, so if a Baneling comes rolling And when he lies, he blows up. If he says, no, I'm not going to kill you, and then blows up, then that's actually not how it works, because he wouldn't be lying. But if he says, yes, I am going to kill you, then he's also not lying, but he is if he blows up on him.
Okay,
if I was a Marine...
Let's stop the thinking. We do see Fuzzy actually taking his expanse. He is going expanse first again, which I do love. He did drop his gas, actually, so he should be in good form to actually stop any type of shenaniganry from Ner'zhul. So...
Well, he has the early wall off to stop the old scouting routine.
That's okay.
Well,
Fuzzy will spread out his OVs. I mean, he does do that. So
are we going to see all Terrans today?
I don't think so. I think they actually have a Zerg and a Protoss as earlier too. So
thank God.
But don't quote me on that. I do know they are a killer team, so no matter whatever it might be, they are pretty rock solid.
So, Han, is this a friendly clan war, or is this for a league match?
Oh, this
is
is for the league. This is for the SCLNA, like I was saying. So we do have that. It looks like with Ner'zhul, he is putting down a reactor, and with the factory almost done, I'm betting he pulls up and does the little good old switcheroo. And we're going to see some reactor. There it is.
I do dislike seeing this from a Terran, whether it's PVT or ZVT, because you kind of see what he's doing. If he gets a Ling up there, and those Marines don't kill it, or he brings 2 Lings and just throws them up there and sees that, he'll be completely prepared for it. So you've got to remember, this is one of those things that just... It's not the best thing to show off what your tech is. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm just throwing out there that you mean Fuzzy's got a spine crawler already? I think he's ready.
He's possibly fine with the 2 queens, especially. He's not going to be harassed with the Hellions. I mean, Ner'zhul's going to definitely get some scout. Maybe he'll kill 1, maybe 2, but you know, at the long end of the day, I think he's going to lose 100 minerals on the end of it.
Well, 200, because Hellions are 100 a pop, so he's got to kill 4 drones at least to break even.
What I'm saying is he's only going to get at least 2.
Right, on the flip side, it is... Hellions are good harassment tools, but they're also good scouting tools. You can clear watchtowers with them, you can force the Zerg to be kind of defensive when they otherwise want to be offensive.
4 Hellions.
It's just important to note
Here comes the 4 Hellions, and look at the queens! We have 3 queens down there, and they're ready to say, no, no. And there's 2 died.
Interesting movement. Instead of trying to go right up to the main base, well, then he thinks he'll probably get locked in there. All his queens are down to the lower level. Now it's some Lings. There's no protection up at his main... Oh, there. Well, okay, there's 1 queen up there now.
Yeah, you know, those Lings just popped, and that pretty much solidifies the control over Hellions. Now, one thing to note is if he had just slid his Hellions in and said, I'm going for it, he might have gotten
and
a
here comes more Hellions. Or the Hellions are coming back up, and there's 1 gone, 2 gone, and it looks like...
Lings chasing them down.
Now this is a bad idea, in my opinion, because he's going to see the quick expansion, maybe with the Lings.
No,
he doesn't see it actually. Wow, lucky.
Oh man, that's not good.
Because he's going to say it right now. There's an OV. There's an OV coming right in. So.
Well, it's not at a proper angle. I don't think he's going to realize that there's an expansion down, and that might be bad for Fuzzy.
Oh,
unless he's physically watching the minerals being mined.
Actually,
he sees the minerals.
With the Overload, he can see the workers. Yeah, he can see the workers. He should have.
Now he can.
So he knows.
Bunker's going up though. It's tanks with non-siege. Siege halfway done.
Yeah.
So he's just setting up the perimeter here.
But we do have Banelings, and there's that magical Spire of Fuzzies, because we do know that man.
We do have a minor push.
I think this poke will get shut down pretty quick. Look at the creep expansion already. I mean, we're 8 minutes into the game, and the creep is like on a 5th of the map.
Yeah, Fuzzy is definitely known for that. He is going for his 3rd already, but he will scout. Oh, that poke does not come up. Fuzzy's got a great OV placement here in the middle of the map, so he sees what's coming up his way. So
right, and the SCV is just hanging out there with that mineral in his hand.
Well, he's waving it around.
Not
like
check out this Anaga.
I've got a little piece of ice if you want it. Right here, Mr. Overlord.
And Fuzzy's, the rocks are just about down. There they go. And there goes the third expansion for Fuzzy, so no big deal.
Now, I noticed that Nerzul put some supply depots on the bottom right side. I mean,
That's
I understand that.
You know, shenaniganry. Like, if you're going to try to attack from the front and then run around the back.
But even if he did that, he would be supply capped if he did that right now. He's not oversupplied right at all, and he already dropped one of his supply drops from his command center.
It's just important to wall that off. I really do think it's a good idea for Terrans to hold that, whether it's supply depots or a single engineering bay. There are several techniques to holding that back.
I do like honestly, Fuzzy's decision
you have
here.
A bunker at the
you notice he's taking down the gold. Because he saw what the Terran's doing, and he's like, okay, we got this.
We're macroing it up. He's going to macro.
Yeah. Exactly. And he's going to creep it up, and he's going to make it happen. There's a Marine.
I predict pretty passively.
Right. I predict some drops, or potential drops, from some Marines coming up soon here.
You would think, but at the same point...
you'd have to. There's no pressure being on the Zerg, and you have to have that pressure on there to make sure that they're not expanding over and over and over and over again, which is exactly what Fuzzy is doing.
Well, you're giving Fuzzy the point now where he's going to make... He's got his macro hatch up because he knows he's got to spend his money. We've got Banelings already. We've got a ton of Lings, and soon enough we're going to see the Muta army. He's only got 5, 6, 7 right now. And there is...
Harassing coming.
Yeah. And there is a turret, actually, smart enough. He has one turret right now, guarding all
and his
of
mineral
his
lines
barracks.
as well.
So
his expansion doesn't have any turrets though either, so he's really vulnerable here.
We're actually seeing a move out here. We might.
Oh, look at this! And he's
at this point.
No, he doesn't get the mutas. He
Hellions.
actually gets the Hellions, which is huge.
So he's gonna force a reaction from Fuzzy. He is making a bunch more Lings and a bunch of Banelings. Now he's just gonna pull back. It's a good idea for him to take that gold, put some pressure, scare the Zerg. I really like that move from our Terran player, Nerzul.
I think Fuzzy's just waiting now at this point.
2 siege tanks, though, are in siege. We'll see if he unsieges them. Oh, nope, he's making his perimeter right here. That's a good choke.
It's a definitely choke, but look at that! He is going to get at least one siege tank. Oh, boy.
You know, it's just brutal when
that's just
get
mean.
picked off one by one.
And the other one is now down to almost half health. So now he's got another one coming up.
That queen.
And here comes a drop like you were talking. And that's going to get spotted out by the queen. That queen should have seen it coming. But there's also
the queen.
There's also a Ovi sitting out in the open. Yep, there is an Ovi sitting out in the open.
Overlord with the creep.
And look at
this.
Yeah,
he's going to see that.
Oh, he gets another siege tank. And here comes a big... Oh,
no. Engagement.
Nope, and we got the drop happening.
He's going to have to pull from the main. I mean, that's really what it is here. All his units are pushed up. He needs to pull the drones out as soon as that comes.
Yep, there's the drone.
Supply-wise, the Terrans...
Very good response time.
Terran's not too far behind, supply-wise.
And here comes the mutas with the... And those are just going to, wow, clean up, and he's lost one muta, and that is perfectly okay.
One thing we need to see the Terran doing more is making medevacs, because right now he's got a lot of units that have stemmed and are not healing that damage.
I do
also,
like
he's making another...
He is getting a planetary on his gold, so...
Right. I was just about to say, you need to have that when you're expanding out there like that. Setting up that perimeter now is the only way he's going to be able to stay in the game.
Well, you got to remember, he is getting a lot of missile turrets, so he's hoping, you know, a lot of missile turrets will do it. But at the same point, Fuzzy is just... Look at 23 more Banelings getting morphed in. I mean...
Right, Fuzzy is definitely trying to press his advantage. He knows the Terran is on the back foot because he also has the gold, though he hasn't started...
Oh, wait, look at... The siege tanks are moving out.
Yep, like I was just saying, he feels like he needs to do something. He's just in one of those situations that he doesn't want to be in.
And here comes the big... Look at this! Banelings raining everywhere!
Banelings surpassing the siege tanks. They just went right past
And
the
that's
siege
it.
tanks.
There's the GG.
Such an amazing set of games from Fuzzy. Definitely showing that, you know, sometimes you use the Banelings on tanks and sometimes you use them on Marines. It's okay because you're Fuzzy and you got a lot of creep.
He has such good map control, and that's probably one of the most key points of his victory right there, is the ability to see what's happening. And if you know what's happening, you can prepare for it every time he did that.
Well, that's 2 killer games out of Fuzzy, but sorry to say, guys, Fuzzy has to go now.
Yep, and it's not that he's leaving, it's that he literally can't play any more games according to the league rules. So, let's say, for example, we had a team that had the almighty Huck on it, he could only play 2 games before,
and we are getting, we do
out.
have Emmett, so we do have a Protoss next. So.
What? Now, Emmett's been doing a lot of streaming lately, and I've been really impressed with his gameplay. You know, he definitely thinks outside of the box. I'm looking forward to see how he's going to handle, I'm going to guess, another Terran. That's just I'm putting it out there.
We do love Fuzzy a lot. I give him all the props in the world. Thank you, Fuzzy, for that. That was a killer 2 games, and that just shows just wow at that point. So, but Ner'zhul did do great. I mean, he had the siege tank line, but he just got caught. He wasn't sieged 100%, and yeah.
Bad placement. I mean, those just out in the open. And every time we've seen Newick play, when he advances, he does the most magnificent split of his Marines. So when those Banelings are coming in, they just go every which way, and lots of tanks to pick them off. This we saw just clump, just the big bio clump. It's never going to succeed against a slingling bling.
Right, but on that note, you do need to realize not everyone is Ewick. Okay, that's just kind of something you can't expect.
That's true. It's hard to be that guy. That's for sure.
But you know what? We are doing this great clan war, and I gotta thank the SCLNA and Kiwi Clone Army, because we wouldn't be sitting here casting guys if it wasn't for them tonight. So. No,
definitely. I'm enjoying these matchups for sure.
And good news is we are MLG Shack. Oh boy.
I would love to see some Reaper play on this map, especially if they're right next to each other with the little gap right there. That's the perfect, bestest strategy, in my opinion, on this map as a Terran player.
The most bestest strategy, yes, indeed.
That's right. Oh, what is this? I am not playing.
Yeah,
that would be bad news, Bears.
And he's got Binsky.
No way, Gamethor could definitely make it at least 3 minutes into the game.
He's got Binsky. Binsky, guys, is actually 2-0 right now. So he is taking out.
Let's talk about. He's a Grandmasters. He's ranked 137 Grandmasters right now with 81 wins and 66 losses. He's over 1,600 career league wins. This is an impressive, very impressive profile.
You got it. He's a damn good player.
Yeah, it's always nice to see a strong Terran. Though it's good to see strong Toss and Zerg too. So let's see if Emmett can go up to the challenge in this game. So what we've got here is a Grandmaster Terran versus a Master Protoss. We're going to see if Emmett can hold his own against the clearly formidable Grandmaster Binsky, or if Binsky is going to show us why he's in Grandmaster in the first place.
No, they say he is too.
I really wonder.
So.
Right. We're not familiar with Binsky's playstyle, and I hope I see something new today.
What do you mean by Binsky being 2-0?
Well, if you go to the
other league matches,
yeah, if you go to other league matches, he's actually. Let me pull up while we start, because I actually was doing a little research, and we go to Binsky, and he got countdown. I will go that he has played the RH guys, and he beat Premier RH and Meldash RH when they played Relentless Heroes. So
interesting. So we're gonna see what he's got for us today.
Yeah, we definitely will. I cannot wait. I really am looking forward to this. Emmett, I was just watching a game of Emmett's, and So he just played some ridiculous play that kind of kept him in the game. But I'll let you guys do the intros. Justinius, take the yellow Terran once we get underway here.
Alright, so in the bottom right corner, while we lag horrendously, there is the yellow Terran Binsky for the Kiwi Clone Army, a 137th ranked Grandmaster Terran.
And found at the top left side, green Protoss VP Emmett. The one, the only, the bestest Emmett I know.
There you go.
I only know one Emmett.
Alright, well, it's Emmett. So, we are underway. Now, let me say what I saw the last game he played. He was playing, and he got 4-gated. He went with a 2-gate into Stargate with a 3rd gate down, and he was building Phoenixes. And he actually ended up winning the game because he built enough Phoenixes to, one, hold off the initial push of the 4-gate by lifting, and then block the ramp until the Phoenixes took out the whole other guy's mineral line. Then he slowly took out the rest of the stalkers that were down there waiting for him, which highly outnumbered him. So, definitely an interesting game.
Well, that's pretty cool then.
Yeah. So Emmett showing some definitely great micro. So let's see which goes. It looks like the Terran Binsky's actually going to wall off at the top, so he's not going to go quick expand.
Well, actually, that is one of the indicators of a fast expand. Terran will wall off so you can't see what's going on inside the base, and there's only really 2 reasons to do that. Either because you're going to do some kind of like heavy tech, or because you're going to do a fast expand, probably a 1-rax expand. So it'll be interesting to see, but I don't see any gases, so I'm guessing 1-rax expand.
And Emmett's going to try to shock down that supply depot, and he's actually doing the job right now, guys. And too bad, so sad.
The SCV's not going to let it happen.
Nope. So Emmett getting the things done. He does have his gas down, and we do have the Cybercore underway. And the SCV is going the wrong way, unfortunately. And yeah, he's not going to get the scout until that Cybercore is just about done. And there's the Marine. The Marine's going to scare away Emmett's probe.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure this is a 1-rax expand.
Yep,
There's
I'm with you
no
on
other
this
way
one.
this could be going down.
It's no gas, and yeah, he's got enough minerals, so.
Knowing that he is the opposite side of the map, he's going to have a lot of time, and a rush would probably fail. Now, when you have a Protoss pushing you, obviously you can do some 4-gate push with the easy.
And there's Mr. Zealot, Bob the Zealot's checking on in, and he's going to try to chase away an SCV, but unfortunately the SCV is just a tad faster. So Bob's going to get his
and
workout.
To build on your point, Gamathor, there is a probe sitting in the top right base waiting for his moment. So we're probably going to see a 1-gate expand right now, but he has the potential to do some warpings from up top.
No, he's actually.
And I'm telling you right now, at this point, I mean, if you see the Terran going real fast, quick expansion, there's no barracks. I mean, there's 1 bunker down. Maybe a rush at this point would be potent against him. He definitely doesn't have the production buildings yet.
Right, but neither does Emmett, because he also went for an expand. He's actually doing 1-gate expand into Robo, probably going to pop another gate down or 2. So this is a pretty typical opening. I actually really like this opening.
Yeah, it's a very solid opening, because he'll be able to get the obs out quick and really see what's going on, see what's around. I do love that a ton. So, for the people that are just joining in, I'm going to refresh them. It is Hand from Above casting with actually 2 guys tonight. We have Gamathor and Justinius. Normally you hear me with just one, but tonight's a special night, guys. It's the first night of SCLNA.
Threesome Thursday. Get ready for it.
And look at this. Binsky's actually getting a scout off. And he's going to see what's going on. So he actually pays off. He knows Warp Gate tech's done, but he also knows...
maybe it's an observer?
Nope, that is an immortal on the way.
Well, I'm just saying that the Terran player might think it's just an observer.
Right, the Terran player doesn't actually know. This is not one of those buildings that shows you what's being built like a Stargate does. So he doesn't know what it is making from the robo, so he could assume an observer. However, it is important to note that Binsky's bunker was scouted earlier, so there's definitely... I know him, it's a smart fellow. He probably knows there's an expansion down right now.
I definitely agree with you here.
Absolutely.
I do like getting the one immortal out. The one immortal is great. And there is your observer.
This build is actually... Oh yeah, no, the observer is definitely important, and I'm curious to see if he makes a second immortal and a warp prism, because then I would know he read my post, and I would be so happy.
Why? What's the post?
So what do you think the
2 robo 6th century push.
what do you think the plan is here for the Terran player? I mean, do you think he's just like the 3 racks with the Stargate factory with tanks?
He's going into bio. That's definitely what
Yeah.
this is. There are no tanks in this composition. This is a bio play.
So what's he doing with the reactor in the factory? You think he's going to go Hellions?
No, he's going to swap it out because he's got the starport, and he's going to actually get just reactor and medevacs. He's going to go heavy marine.
Right, he's going to have Marine Marauder, medevac, maybe not so many Marauders, just looking at how he's building his forces. But
he is getting
it's
conked,
important to
so...
note-
Ah, there's the switch. You were right.
Yep.
So Conk is definitely...
Now, against the Immortal...
I was going to say that second Immortal that he was building, he canceled it, or I would have been so happy, because that's actually my push that I was talking about.
I like
but
which
no,
way
he's
he's
actually going
going.
to Colossus.
Colossi versus this will be huge.
Yeah, this is a victory right here. Oh, there goes the Observer.
Right, you know, the Observer did note there were a ton of Marines, and that's why he canceled the Immortal and went into Colo, and now he's got another Immortal building? I'm really curious as to see what his mindset is.
That there's 4 Marauders, so the Immortals will tank that damage. I wish we'd see Charge on the way right now. That would be huge.
Oh, there is a Colossus building. We are seeing that push coming. It's not going to do much damage, but what's really important is those medevacs can turn this into a multi-pronged attack that, unfortunately, Emmett doesn't have the units to hold yet.
Stim is done, though. Combat Shield is not done yet.
Here's a scout. Emmett knows.
And there's the force
This
field.
is going to force drop play.
Emmett's okay with that.
Here it comes.
And let's see what the drop...
I have a feeling that he can just, continue to force field. He has way more than enough sentries. There's the Colossi out. Oh, gonna drop? Gonna drop it like it's medevacs.
Yeah, but look, the probe actually scouted the drop, so they know it's on the way. And look at this, he's dropping a cannon.
Oh, wow.
And we do have 1 stalker up there to prevent the drop.
I don't think that's going to be enough, folks.
There's a
there
second drop.
2 medevacs full of units, yeah. He's going to have to split
there comes the
He's
warp
going to
in.
leave some of his stuff down there. Oh, here it comes. He's going to pick off as many workers as he can, and he's going to work here, folks.
And Nose Conk is really doing its job.
Good pincer attack right here.
He's actually killed a lot of workers. This is not looking good for him at all. Down to 30 workers, 20 workers.
That's actually...
Second drop.
Second drop back here, but there's a Colo there. The Colo will actually clean up pretty quickly.
No, but this is crippling, folks. Just so you're aware, there are 16 workers for Emmett and 56 for the Terran player because he did not see that second drop in time. He was devastated when he transferred his workers down there. What a amazing drop play from the Terran player. And he even gets out with the majority of, or with half of his units.
Now, at this point, he definitely needs to
looks like
Chrono
he's going
Boost
for
the
the rest.
hell out of his next
Oh, look at this. Here comes the drop back in.
Yeah, this is all in at this point. Emmett cannot afford to lose this push. He has to do such horrendous damage, and it's just not possible. Look at his army composition. 2 Colossi, hardly any troops. This is GG.
No, there's no siege tank, but there are Vikings, and that's what's going to be putting the kibosh on this.
You know what really puts the kibosh on this is the unit tab. If you look 50 units to 100,
yeah.
56 workers to 17, there's nothing that can be
There's
done
the
to resolve
GG.
this game, and that's a GG from Emmett.
Uh-oh. Somebody had paused an accident.
Unintentional pause,
Yeah.
but that is the GG, folks. What a strong Terran player.
What a great player. Now Binsky's got one more win left, and this is definitely a streak.
But let's try and take that win and make it the only one he gets for his team.
I'd love to see that.
Ewik is an intense player, and I think he is the choice for this. We see a Grandmaster Terran that just drilled a hole in our lead, so it's now 2-1 instead of 2-0. We don't need him to fill the gap. We need Ewik to take him down.
Or you got
crazy drop play.
Or you got Teacher. You got Cry. We have Insomnia. We got a lot of players still left in the wings. We can bring out.
I have not seen Ewik. I'm sorry, anyone but Ewik, any of our Terrans but Ewik play in any recent clan wars. So I would like the chance to see Cry play, and that would be pretty cool.
And I think I know who's next.
I do believe it will be Teacher.
Yeah, we do have one VP Teacher on the way. Let's see if he teaches.
Class is in session.
You got it, and it's going to be a TVT, folks. That's going to be fun. Not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. I would really love to test my mettle against this Terran with my new build, but I suppose we'll have to wait till another day.
That's okay, though, because you know what? You're casting tonight with us, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here, man. I was actually worried I wouldn't even make it to the clan war. I recently upgraded my internet to Xfinity Comcast, so that I can actually stream now instead of having a terrible, awful stream that gives me latency. So,
ooh!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that.
Teacher is taking Teldarim, and we're checking to see if we can not replay maps. Because Teldarim's already been played, so...
Still waiting for the old invite.
Oh, we haven't gotten a... Oh, no replay, so we're going to have to pick another map. So let's see what map they want to take.
This will be interesting. TVTs are always a interesting game, because recently that mindset of Marine tank medevac has been... Yeah, it's been happening, but in the beginning, there's a shift away from that. In the beginning of the game, there tends to be some kind of nonsense or donkulessness that ends up turning into the standard.
Oh, definitely, but I mean, we've seen Teacher, come on, what was that one play he won against the mass expanding Zerg, where he built, 40 blue or red flame Hellions and ran them all in?
Yeah, that was pretty insane. So just to give you a list of the maps available for this clan war, it's Tal'Darim Altar, Metalopolis, Zelnaga Caverns, Shattered Temple, Shakuris Plateau, Crossfire, Dual Site, Zelnaga Fortress, Belshir Beach, and Terminus. Half MLG maps and half GSL maps.
Great map pool. I do like that map pool a lot.
Except for Crossfire. Crossfire is an awful map, and I dare anyone to suggest otherwise.
So let us see. We're trying to discuss maps here.
So Teacher is trying to figure out the map he wants to play. He keeps saying things that can't be played. So, yeah. Just waiting for Teacher to pick an actual map.
You know, I would see him on like a metal or... There you go, Shattered Temple. Good map. So, good map. Invites are coming on out. We'll be underway as VP Teacher versus Binsky for Kiwi Clone. This will be interesting. You think Teacher's going to get super aggressive, or...?
Well, I have no idea what to store. Is a solid Terran player. He really is. I've played with him a few times. But this guy is a Grand Master. So this is going to be an intense game.
I think I would have loved to watch Fuzzy play him.
I would have too.
You know, if anyone's watching that isn't you know, too familiar with the Terran match, but they're just looking to you know, get better, I would definitely say watch Binsky, watch Teacher, both very strong players. I know I have some friends and students out there that are watching right now, so just take notes.
And here we go. We have red versus blue, TVT. Teacher in the red, Binsky in the blue.
Very plain colors, if you ask me.
Yeah, but they're also primary colors, so they're pretty visible, pretty noticeable, not hard to see, not like purple on purple.
What's the other primary color?
Yellow.
There it is. Hey! Soon this game will be ready.
Yeah, we're doing the readies. We got yes. Good lucks, have fun.
Alright, and it looks like we're going to be going
and here we go
into the game. There's no waiting for other spectators.
And the countdown has begun, guys.
Do you know the tertiary colors, Gamma?
Are those the secondary colors?
I'm not telling you.
The answer is clear, black, and white.
Yeah, that's not it, bro.
Alright. We're loading up, guys. Let's get into our game faces. Here we go. Justinius, hit me with that blue person.
Alright, and it looks like Teacher will be spawning in the northern position. VP Teacher for VP Gamers.
And Gamma.
And what looks like at the 245 position, we have Red Binsky, Grandmaster's Terran player playing for Kiwi Clone Army.
Most definitely, guys.
Not the right guys, in case you don't know your time.
Oh, boy. So, this should be a pretty much
nowadays...
in the beginning.
Well, you know, nowadays kids, you know, because I work with kids, they actually don't know their hands on a clock, so because they've been raised in a digital era. So a lot of our viewers might be children that just never figure out how to look at the hands on the clock. And I'm not saying you viewers are dumb. I'm just helping you out, you know. So if you do live off digital clocks, it's on the right position.
I live by sundials.
It's because you're old.
See, that's the way to go. Ancient, actually.
So wait, we got a fast gas on. You know, I think Binsky is just a little bit ahead here.
Oh, he's going
as far
for
as
probably the world's fastest factory build. So.
You think factory? I'm gonna go Reapers. If they catch each other this early, I'm gonna pray to the Lord Jesus that I see Reapers in this action.
You mean like how I pray for nukes every time and I never get it?
Yeah, nobody nukes.
No way, are you kidding? Ewick always gives you nukes.
I know.
Man, he gives you
that's true.
And nukes.
I do love my Ewick for nukes.
Domination. That's an awful name. The player who just left our game. Thank goodness, racists.
Oh, good lord. Oh well.
So it looks like
look at this. Teacher is trying to do a little harassment. He's doing a little SCV poking action.
But it is important to notice that Teacher is just slightly behind his opponent's build, and it's interesting because they may be doing the exact same build. In fact, it does look like it, and he's just a tiny bit behind. So it might have been that he was lagging in the beginning, or maybe he just missed a milestone. But it's intriguing to see them both doing the same thing, just a little slower than each other.
Yeah, it's like identical.
I've seen Teacher do some
wait,
weird
someone
stuff.
canceled the Marine.
So.
Oh, we see a variation.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore. It's close, but no cigar.
And Binsky's not going to get in there to
Seemed to have
scout,
pressed for
so
that second gas.
he will not know what's going on.
No. I'm guessing heavy tanks?
And there's a 1-1-1 from... Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're going for the Banshees. Banshee versus Banshee.
So, it's important to know, I actually want to make a clarification for our Terran players. Teacher decided to make a tech lab on his factory, which is just completed, and Binsky decided to make his tech lab on the barracks, which is about to complete. He's getting a Hellion out, whereas the Teacher is getting out several Marines. So, pretty much the same builds with slight variations. We're going to see a Hellion and 2 Marines out for Binsky, and 4 Marines out for Teacher with no Hellion.
Yeah, but here comes the Hellions for Teacher.
Notice the placement of the buildings for a Teacher here. He's putting them so close to the edge here, so when those Banshees come out, they're going to be right there, so quick to reinforce his army.
You know, that's true, and we do see both players
but look at this.
Getting Banshees, however, Teacher is not getting cloaked.
No, because Teacher's going to push quicker. He's going to push with probably three or 4 Hellions and maybe
I'm
a
guessing
Banshee or 2.
that Teacher's going to push with that first Banshee. He's going to try to do some ego
Wait,
damage.
hold that thought. Check out this race. Check out this race. He's going to race to catch him. Wait, oh, he's missing it. Missing his option. Oh.
And there's
it's almost like Borderlands there for a second.
And here it comes. The first Banshee
Supply
is
to see him.
Actually going to be rallied over into Teacher's base. So
On a Marine.
This is pretty all-in looking, folks.
Yeah,
both
absolutely.
Players going crazy here.
The only difference is that cloak. Oh, there's a Viking almost out for Teacher, but with that cloak coming in, he needs to definitely make sure he saves his energy, which I don't think he is.
But look at this guy.
He is.
For Binsky. Binsky actually just got derailed. So much action here. The Banshee.
Look at this. The Banshee's is doing all the work. There's a Banshee over in there, and that's going to get cloaked, but you know what? It looks like there's the scan going down. And look at this, there's a Banshee.
I'm pretty sure that Teacher has gained the advantage.
He has, because he is just destroying the mineral line.
Here comes Vikings, though. His Vikings are almost out. His first Viking, anyways. So let's go to the worker kill count.
Yeah, I'm going to hit that up right now.
Oh,
we have 20 workers killed and versus 11, so...
Oh, really clever repairing that Viking, but it's just going to die.
Oh my gosh,
wow,
almost. That was awesome.
Play.
However,
You know,
now if he brought the Banshee back in, he would... Well, he can't. But if he had a Banshee...
Just to give you guys an idea of what just went down here, Teacher came out of this ahead with 5 SCVs over his opponent, so he's 15 SCVs to 10 SCVs. Both players having almost identical unit counts. This was definitely one of those situations that just went bonkers. Both players doing the same thing, and it turned out
and here comes another Banshee with cloak, guys.
With cloak. And it's... Yeah, that's the huge thing right here. He needs to pull his SCVs by the barracks, by the turret. He doesn't have enough for the scan.
No, he doesn't.
No, but he's trying to get a finish.
That's
he's got...
not a good thing. If he gets too close... Oh, if he gets too close to the missile turret, they'll be able to shoot it. There it is. So he's got to stay away.
And he loses the cloak. Cloak is done. And now the missile turret's done.
What an even matchup.
And now we are actually even after that damage has been dealt.
And look at this. Teacher is busting a Raven out, so he's not going to have to deal with this at all. Here comes Binsky again, but Binsky's like, oh, this is not good.
How many production guys do we got going on here, harvesters-wise?
It's 15 to 16, very close, very even. We're actually seeing the Banshee too close to the missile turret again. And this is definitely one of the situations. The teacher is the defender. However, he won't have to worry about defense too much longer thanks to the Raven.
Look at this.
Oh, and he's getting a little aggressive.
Uh-oh.
This is just one of those weird games that you never see.
Look, he's going to get the Viking.
Oh. But he doesn't
No,
the
the
Raven.
Oh no, it's the Banshee. He's up.
That Banshee is dead.
He was
and it
too
looks like
young.
we once again have an advantage for Teacher. Teacher, though, is 4 workers down.
Yeah, but I think he's going to go fix that right now. Because if you look, here comes 2 Hellions.
He still has 2 scans, but I think he's saving it for the offensive maneuver here. Oh yeah, there's the Hellions.
They're not doing much. They're trying to cook a starport.
Just to note the differences here, Binsky is going
we have
into
Thor.
a armory, whereas Teacher, exactly, we have Thor, whereas Teacher is actually going for an expansion and going Sky Terran with his 2 starports compared to his opponent's just 1. So we are definitely going to see Thor play versus Sky Terran. This might be a situation that Teacher gains an advantage from if that Thor doesn't come out in time.
Now, also, if Teacher continued to make Banshees here, you can see that Binsky is not making any missile turrets. None at all. So, you know, if Teacher knew this and he saw this, maybe I would continue at this point to make Banshees.
I would definitely.
Right, but he didn't open with Cloak. So at that point, you have to realize that without Cloak, it's not worth the investment. We're so far in that he probably figures his opponent is aware, and we do have.
Here comes an all-in. Here comes an all-in.
Yep.
He needs.
This is
devastating here, folks. There is a bunker going down.
It won't be done in time for all those. Oh, it will.
It's going to finish in time, and there's a Marauder sitting in there.
He definitely needs more.
And we do have enough
this is
for
one of those cases where I
PDD.
don't think he's going to be able to defend.
I don't know. We have enough for PDD. And it was scouted, so he knows what's coming. And there's PDD out.
He needs to repair. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it in time, folks. This actually looks extremely devastating. I'm fairly certain Teacher has just lost this game.
I don't know. I'm completely confused right now.
There are not enough workers out.
No, there's the GG.
With that Thor out. What an intense game. Both players going down very different paths. Unfortunately, Teacher kind of stopped making workers, and that was a disadvantage for him that ended up escalating, especially when Thor's came out. He just didn't have the stuff with his Sky Terran to be able to go up head-to-head. Now, one thing Teacher might have been able to do after scouting that is simply taking his Vikings into his opponent's main, so that even if they end up trading, you know, Terran's going to lift off. And that might have been an advantage that he could live with, being Sky Terran.
So we are now 2-2. We have Kiwi up 2. Binky can no longer play. Let's see who's next on their roster.
Well, Binky's done now, so...
Right. Right you are, Pat.
So Heaven on Earth is next.
So it looks like...
Or Heaven Earth or...
Yep. It looks like Teacher is able to play again. He may not be, though. But it seems like that's part of the rules that even if you lose, you can play again.
It is.
Heaven on Earth is another Grandmasters.
So we have another Grandmasters coming out. He is a Zerg. I probably am guessing we might see Ewick this time.
Yep, Reboot has declared that Ewick is next. He definitely wants to pit Grandmasters against the best of the best, and we have seen Ewick go up against the best of the best and come out on top.
Well, he did take on one Hydra, and but we all know what happened there. So
yeah, he got dominated. That's what he did. Idra kind of left in frustration. Very classic way that Idra leaves games. However, that said, for those of you out there who don't know Ewick by chance, or maybe are tuning in for your first time, Ewick has reverse all-killed other teams. He has destroyed entire teams, and he is one of those players that you don't want to have to play. He is incredibly strong. When he gains an advantage, he doesn't just keep making the same old stuff. He gets innovative. He'll make 5 Ghost Academies and start nuking you. He'll make battle cruisers all over the place and just go push you with such an unconventional but winning army.
Most definitely. I mean, Ewik definitely shows a lot of fun. So let's see what Ewik chooses to do. I don't know who else they pick or put in, because we've gone through their 4. Let me see what else they have. Oh, they have Caliber in there still, so.
Well, it looks like Dual Sight will be our map. Dual Sight is one of those maps that's very difficult to defend in expansion against a Zerg player, for example, which Heaven on Earth is. So definitely watch out for that, Terrans and Protoss, because Dual Sight has an open natural, a pretty open third, and there's actually a gold that's fourth. So if one of the races manages to sneak an expansion and be able to hold it in the gold, it could give them an edge that they need. And actually, we've seen that in GSL several times, where a player will expand to the gold behind some kind of attack, and if they end up doing damage or end up even just equalizing by breaking each other's armies, by the time the opponent figures out there's a gold, it's too late.
Yeah, definitely. And we're just waiting for them to pop Ewik up into that position and get us rocking and rolling. But we have seen Ewik. Ewik is... he's aggressive to a point, but he's... you know, I've seen him hold things that is just ridiculous. So...
man, he's Ewik, alright? Ewik is Ewik, and there's no other way to describe him. Now, I do have a question from one of our viewers. Can you explain the way this format works? There's some weird things going on, like only being able to play 2 times, and what is it best of?
It's
Can
a
you
best.
kind of,
It's
flesh
first
that out
to 4. It's first to 4. So best of 7, basically. Rule is, if the player wins twice, they can't play in that clan war anymore. A losing player, though, can keep playing if they want them to. So we could still see any returners for you know, the Kiwi clone army.
So that means that right now it is tied 2-2, correct?
It is tied 2-2. So I have the score up.
So we're gonna have Ewik up against Heaven on Earth, or Hev on Earth.
Yep.
So
I think it's Heave on Earth.
Our first player, Heave on Earth.
Just waiting to get loaded here. I'm all loaded. We're just waiting to rock and roll. I am enjoying having you guys here with me tonight. So. Oh
yeah, we enjoy being here with you. And this actually was a cooler map.
Agreed.
It has lava on the right side and beautiful, fertile green on the.
And here we go.
Speaking of which,
Justinius, hit me up
on
with
the left side.
With that man.
Yeah, I will hit you up with the man. Heaven Earth. In the left spawning position, the purple Zerg.
And Gemathor.
Followed by Ewik, VP Gamers, Terran on the orange right side. 245.
Oh boy. Anyways,
you know, I use a digital clock, so can you please be more specific, sir?
The east-ish, you know, the right, you know, you make an L with your left hand, it's the other hand.
Oh, well, that's actually good.
But there he is.
Because I didn't realize that. It's like a J if it's with your right hand.
Anyways,
hey, Ewik. Yeah.
Ewik's going to be doing a good old block off routine. He does like to do that to make sure Zerg doesn't get the scout off. I wouldn't be surprised if Zerg fast expands on this map. I have seen it a lot casting here, so we will see what he chooses to do.
Oh yeah, that definitely is a possibility.
Oh yeah,
we do see.
You're gonna see that bunker out early. He's gonna go for that expansion down there. I just, you have to.
Well, we're talking about Ewik probably will expand, but I've seen Ewik. What was it? It was dual site last time. You were with me, Justinius, when he put the bunker right. Oh no, it was Zalnaga. when he put the bunker right next to the hatch because the hatch hadn't popped yet on the quick expand.
Right, you know, Ewick does enjoy being a little cheesy against a Zerg, especially on maps with only one spawning position like this one. However, Hev on Earth is getting a spawning pull first, so he's definitely not going to be as vulnerable to that early bunker pull.
No, he's definitely stepping up and saying, okay, you know, I don't want to get bunker rushed or something kind of crap like that. And there is the block off, so now, unfortunately, the Zerg will not be able to get in and say hello. And he
said hello to the supply depot.
It's definitely rude, because it's like the Zerg's knocking on the door, and Terran won't open the door for them. So that's kind of why the two races go to war, because really they're like neighbors, you know, they're just across the yard, you know, just across the street, and Zerg comes over to give him cookies, and he won't open the door. And so Zerg gets real pissed, and he's going to break a window in order to be able to say hi.
He will break a window with a banging bust, absolutely.
But they're going to chase away that poor drone.
Fast Roach. Fast Roach, one base.
Oh no, one basing, and Ewick did not spot that. That's one really critical thing to note. If you're a Protoss or a Terran, and you scout, even Zerg, and you scout your opponent, and you're like, oh no, he's going to expand, that's really normal, and you don't check, you're in a world of trouble if you don't know it's coming. And actually, he's about to know right now.
He is. He's coming up there. Oh no, look, he's blocking the ramp. There's the expanse going down, so Heaven on Earth is definitely, he's getting roaches quick. I do like that, because, you know...
And Ewick is going to scout that roach warren wait, and he does.
Oh yeah, he got to see it.
That's the old right-click on the mineral patch routine right there, where you cannot block a worker.
And if you look at
that place,
instantly drops a tech lab on his factory, and there's the second gas going on. So he knows what he's doing. We do have two bunkers also getting filled up, so in case we have that quick roach rush, he's putting the kibosh on it.
Well, you know what? It's a good point. He knew that there was no expo down. He actually didn't scout that the expo got, or no, he did scout that the expo got placed down, but it was really late. So if any kind of roach rush did come, he'd be more than ready for it. And now he can transition into the next stage of the game, knowing that his expansion, if it is late, which he's putting up right now, it's not going to hurt him at all because his opponent's expansion was late as well.
And here comes Heaven OV coming on in to scout out what's going on. And he actually will get to see
It's also important to note. It's also important to note that a roach rush never came. He knew, he scouted that it would not work, and he just went, yeah, okay, whatever, that's fine. I'm not going to push you. It's all good. So that's definitely a good choice for our Zerg player here, opting not to go so heavy into roach when he knows he can't do damage.
Look at Ewick. He's got a 1-1-1 laid down. I don't know how he's going to play it, though. Looks like Banshee? No? Nope, we're putting a barracks where the other tech lab is. He's going
to go...
Yeah, that's just a good idea.
He's going to do his classic Marine tank medevac push where he spreads out his Marines.
But, you know, basic is better sometimes.
Well, he did it so well.
And here we go. We do have Lair on the way. Lair is almost done. Still no Bailey nest out there. And there's two Lings. Lings are going to try to scout out.
What I mean by basic is, you know, the basic way that we've seen TVZ go down countless times. You know, Marine, medevac, and tank. It's just kind of, you know, the standard. I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'm just saying it's, you know, the basic standard play. Yep. And he does it magnificently because of his micro. Of his
Marines. I love what he's doing. He is going OV hunting. I love seeing Terrans do this nowadays. They build one Viking, and that Viking sits there and will just destroy any OV, which will actually is going to supply block Heaven here. And he's got OVs elsewhere now, and those OVs are in danger. Heaven is taking his third right now, though.
And we do actually see two bunkers going down for the natural. 4 Lings going to come in, probably killing a CV or 2.
We have a Bailey nest there, and also the Spire is underway. So Really, Ewik is going to get some free Ovies here.
Right, and we do have that third going down, like you said. Ewik is going to transfer his second orbital into the natural. And it looks like another SCV is going to get picked off. Ewik is being a little sloppy in that regard.
Yeah, it's 2 SCVs, but here comes Ewik. Another Ovi goes down. This is not what you want.
Another thing about doing this is you have the event loaded in the scout the entire map.
And that Ewik drop's going to see the third. And I think that's going to...
Yeah, he's going to let loose right there.
Maybe.
Oh, Ewik. Ewik didn't notice in time. He's actually dropping right now.
That's okay. It looks like he's going to get a queen.
And a drone.
And a drone, and there we go. Here comes a bunch of lings.
He isn't picking up yet. There we go. He managed to pick up most of the Marine.
Stim isn't ready yet. If Stim was ready, that would have been a different outcome, I think.
And look at that, just cutely picking up and dropping and picking up and dropping, keeping the Zerg occupied while he gets his natural up and running.
And there it is. It's fully just operational, just planting gases now. And he is doing his thing in full operation. Tanks and a ton of barracks to get those Marines pushing.
Here comes some Mutalisks. Gonna try to harass a little bit here. That Viking's never gonna see this coming.
No, they're gonna...
Oh, well, he does now, and that will tip off Ewik that there are Mutalisks incoming.
However, also, Heaven on Earth is also supply cap.
He is, and look at this. The Mutas actually get into the base.
To the main.
But it looks like...
Oh, the missile turret is going to finish.
And that's going to be it for the Muta harass.
For now.
For now.
But here comes Ewik. Ewik's pushing... No, Ewik's pushing out, guys. 3 tanks.
He has to. There's only 4 links
out. You're not
out.
allowed to talk unless I say you can because of Jink.
Whatever.
Okay, no,
Towards
you
your
can
face.
Talk. You can talk. Oh, but no, look at this push. Look at this push. Oh, Baneling's rolling.
You need those tanks up now.
Tanks are up, and the Banelings are going to clean this up really quick.
He does lift off a lot of his units, though, and is going to be able to drop them back off, but it looks like Ewik has gained a disadvantage here.
If only his Marines weren't caught off guard with his tanks all siege, he definitely would have been able to have a little bit better of an outcome there. That one turret will not survive.
Well, we'll see, because, you know, Terran are well known for their ridiculousness. With,
there comes a ton of lings coming in. And Baneling's popping a little bit, but not much left. He is trying to repair. He does get the repair off.
It looks like he's going to hold, but he is a full 40 food behind. Not a place you want to be in as a Terran.
No, this is not good. He has got the armory underway, though, guys. So that's his solution to the Muta.
Yep, Thor will be here soon.
And look at this. Heaven is expanding to the gold as well. He is going to be on 4 bases if Ewik does not expand out soon.
It looks like 2 different
and there comes the Muta
getting picked off.
And those Mutas are definitely doing their job and paying off big time.
Looks like that tank's going to get picked off. And those Mutas do pick off a tank, may even pick off 2. They're going to pick off both of them.
They got 3.
Losing control. Definitely on tilt now here, folks, after seeing most of his attacks go down in flames, really.
And those Mutalisks are MVP of this round.
Yeah, he hasn't lost 1 yet. There's 1.
There's 1.
And there goes 1.
Nah, he's lost a few.
He has lost a few.
But he definitely killed a lot more than he lost, that's for sure.
We can also see a gold in the 4th for a Zerg player, Hev on Earth, so watch out for that.
And here comes more Muta harass. And there actually a drop is underway, and it's not going to get picked up by the Marines, or the Muta, so... Actually, he's running it away. This is kind of funny. They're not going to see it.
Lots of Mutas, though, continually harassing against those supply depots. Medevacs are running out of energy, unfortunately.
And here comes, we do have Infestors on the way, and we do also have, yeah, there
also,
it is,
drop
guys.
just got scouted by that Ling on the top.
Yeah, we do have Hive underway as well, so... I know those Mutas are hunting for that drop. And there it is. Unfortunately, those Marines die in a blaze of glory. And that is it.
Well, we have a 200 food Zerg against a 130 food Terran. Definitely not the place Terran wants to be. He has all his workers pretty much in the natural. He doesn't feel safe enough to expand. It doesn't look good for Ewick.
No, Ewick's not looking good. He's mined out completely. And he's trying for another drop here.
Greater Spire on the way.
He is moving out to the third. We're gonna have to see if this this will be the push. The push that
here comes a ton of Mutas again, but Muta's getting picked off finally. The turret's doing their job. Well, let's see what he morphs that command center into.
Them
and
Zerg
he has an inkling. He knows this is coming.
And here comes Adrenal Glands, almost done. Expo. This is it right here, really. Unfortunately.
Oh, Ewick is in a world of hurt here. He can't afford to engage this with these Banelings. He does split very well. However, that may not be enough.
And there is Fungals down.
Actually, it looks like Ewick will hold. Ewick will hold this barely. Oh, no, never mind. Losing all his workers at the...
The medevacs are just out of juice. They just can't send that wonderful heal biological spray of green beam.
But the Planetary getting his...
Like
Ewick's actually going to hold, but he's going to GG out.
Just some good mana right there.
He didn't have the food. He was half
he
the
knew.
food of his opponent. He knew it was over. So it's 3-2 with VP down. Only one game until the Kiwi army clinches this series, or possibly 2 games away from VP taking it.
You got it, and we still have anyone to bring up, so...
Alright, it looks like we are pulling out from the original VP Pro Team, R1, the only VP Cry.
You're bringing Cry out. We haven't seen Cry play in a while, guys.
This really is our moment to see Cry shine.
He has not played for the elite team in a clan war since his arrival to the elite team, so let's give him a round of applause on the internet. If you're sitting there on your computer right now and there's someone next to you, just clap anyways. Just give it to him. He needs it.
Come on, guys. Scream for Cry.
Alright.
There we go.
Absolutely. That's it.
Cry is...
Thanks, Nursey, for that.
Cry will be up. And, yeah, we're going to figure out what the next map is in just a moment.
So let's see who he... It looks like he's going to go with Heaven again. So I'm going for the 2020. Kind of reverse all kill on us. But...
Not yet.
Not yet. We have Cry on the way. Cry could be the answer. Could come down to an ace match. Which... oh boy,
Oh boy.
So there's
Well, it
no
looks
pressure
like-
right now.
Right, it looks like Cry... Well, it is pressure for Cry, though. Just, if he loses this game, it's over.
That's okay. We put up a good showing. You know, I'm pretty happy. And I mean, you guys got to remember, we're just starting out. And Kiwi's been around for a long time.
But, you know, hopefully Cry will make them cry, and we won't be the ones crying over our loss here in just a game or two.
I definitely agree there. I would love to see Cry come out, do the old school Cry play of just drop, 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 and drop some more. I would be surprised if he takes Crossfire. Crossfire is very heavily favored in the Terran matchup here.
Now, a little bit of background on Cry, too. He's been trying to switch to Protoss, so it'll be interesting to see if he's going to play Protoss tonight or if he's going to play Terran tonight.
I've heard from him it is Terran.
That is a good question because, and a comment, because, you know, Terran is actually a better race than Protoss. I'm just throwing that out there, so I don't know why I'm going to switch. Oh, it is.
Aren't you a Protoss player?
Yeah, I am.
So Gamma Thrower, I am going to tell you now, hype it up in the channel. Cry is coming out right now. Make sure everyone's on to watch Cry.
I don't know. To be honest, it looks like this last patch has definitely helped equalize things across the board, but we definitely haven't seen this patch out long enough to be able to say, okay, no, things have become balanced, things are not balanced, blah, blah, blah. So probably give it a few weeks and we'll figure out what the newest thing to complain about for each race is.
I'm looking forward to that. I think the Immortal range increase is the worst idea ever.
I think it's an awesome idea. Are you kidding?
Nope.
There's the good luck, have
How
fun
about
showing
the
up.
matchup?
Here we go, guys. Countdown has
he's
begun.
Terran.
It is MLG Metal.
He's Terran.
Terran really
he
is
is
the
Terran.
only race that Cry should be playing right now because
It's the right
he's been
race.
playing it forever, and he understands he needs to take all of his considerable skill to beat Hev on Earth.
And a little note, Cry is going to be our, person at MLG this season, down at Orlando. But let's get the intros done. Justinius, hit me up with that Zerg.
Our purple Zerg in the southern position, that's down, for those of you who don't know your compasses either, is Hev on Earth for the Kiwi clone army.
And found on the left side, Infinite Time, we have VP Cry, Teal, Cyan. I look forward to seeing that Terran push.
I do. I've seen Cry be super aggressive. I've seen when Cry gets angry, he goes
Look what
out.
he's doing. He's scouting for the quick overlord right now.
He is.
And he sees it. He doesn't even have to scout now.
it.
He already knows.
Yep.
He's going to get that valuable mineral time with that one SCV. Or he's going to go out.
No, he's actually going to go out and scout.
Well, the reason you do that is because you want to know if they're there or not. Now, in ladder, oftentimes you do that because you might scout to the close position first, and it's good to know that he's down there, and you can just cross over there instead of checking the cross position. But on an MLG map, it's actually kind of, I would say, pointless because you're going to scout the closest base you can first, and that's usually going to be the close air position. So, I mean, it is good to know a little earlier where he is, for sure, and actually some players will go, oh, I don't see an overlord here, so I'll just go scout cross position first. So
he's checking out the quick expand. He's quick expand right there. It's happening.
Oh, he's stopping it though. Look. Now let's see if he
does
drops
get it down after several attempts.
Is he just going to go away?
Knowing that he's this close, the harass that the mutos can do, and maybe he'll go air with his drops, it's just going to be a totally different kind of gameplay. Having their back doors be right next to each other here.
Oh, most definitely. But Cry is known for being aggressive when he wants to be, or he can just play and get a giant, macro up a giant army and just go to town. So, I mean, I personally cannot wait to see which way he chooses to go.
Right now we're not seeing too much in the Terran camp. Well, obviously he knows there's an expansion coming. I'm pretty sure Fry is thinking to go macro style, actually.
Yeah, pretty common right now. There's nothing. I mean, how can it be too elaborate at 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the game?
Oh, I definitely agree, but I do like what he's doing. He's dancing his SCV, so in case Zerg tries to take a third pretty quick. Because if you notice, we have a no-gas Zerg right now.
Yeah, I see that. I think he's just going to drone the hell up real hard.
Which could be a downfall, because Cry does punish that really well.
He will, too. Notice that there's no spine crawlers out. I don't see anything being produced. He is blocking off with the Lings at the top of his ramp. But if he does get some Hellions out, he can make that bottom base into a bloody mess.
More like a Bernie mess.
Ooh, a Bernie bloody mess. Oh, there goes a spine crawler in a position that's still not friendly for the harass. We will, but that's not a very friendly space. I understand it'll maybe hurt things when they're going up the ramp, but he can just go to right behind the gas there.
And there's a 1-1-1 out of... Wow, we do have the quick 1-1-1 out of Cry. Let's see which route he decides to go.
We do see 2 Hellions coming out here. And I'm not sure if we're going to see an expansion or not. It's entirely possible.
There's the expansion. And now we got Banshees on the way.
And Heaven on Earth does not scout the starport yet.
No, he does not. I think he's afraid to go over there and check it out. I mean, look at all those drones that are down there. There's at least almost 16 drones. Oh, there's the second spine crawler up, though. Those spine crawlers are in a really good position.
Yeah.
At this point, you would want to sneak through the top side, go to the left.
Yeah, but he's got Lings up there on top waiting for that eventuality.
Right,
also,
absolutely.
Banshees were not scouted, so that's
safe.
Another valid point.
And it's also a rally
swapping back,
to the front
so
of his
he's going
base.
to Marines. If you notice, they did pick up the Ovis, and now he's supply blocked as well.
If he were going close Banshee, the Zerg is not getting a fast layer right now. So that's another.
There goes one
and those
down.
are not going to be able to do damage.
And look at this stop by Heaven Earth. Puts
one
the kibosh.
Drone died.
Yep, one drone.
Did that Banshee finish making?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
it's
in the base.
And remember, Banshee versus Queen. Banshee wins.
This Banshee needs to get out, though. He doesn't want it to die. Probably going to repair it when he gets back home.
Yep.
Definitely a smart choice there. So the Marine tank's coming out. Expansion for
and that
Cry.
third is actually blocked by Cry. Cry blocks the third from Heaven on Earth. And what's really smart about what Cry did is he made a Banshee and then immediately switched it onto the factory so that now the Zerg opponent's going to be thinking about, oh no, Banshees could be coming. And in reality, they're not going to be coming ever.
Yeah.
Now look at the harvester count. It is 59 harvesters to Cry's 29. I mean, he droned up so hard with that little simple defense at the front of his base. The Zerg is in such a good macro lead right now. Now that Cry's expansion's up and running, he's catching up.
And that's one thing that Zerg can do if your opening doesn't immediately punish them. And unfortunately, those 4 Hellions didn't do that much damage, and that Banshee, all it did is kill 1 Queen.
Most definitely.
Now, also notice that with the 2 bases, he's near tied income-wise for minerals with the Zerg player here. Maybe it's down by 200 to 300. Kind of brutal.
Definitely, but remember, right now, the Zerg does not have much. They are just starting to pump Lings out, and we are getting a Baneling and a Spire on the way. So we're going to have Ling, Bling, Muta, and that is pretty normal. Little harassment from the Lings.
Get picked off.
1 mule did get picked off. That is pretty big right now.
Yeah, Cry needs every bit of resources he
And
can
here
get.
comes Cry. Cry's going back over there.
Definitely not fun.
And right now
There is only one.
There's a queen in there. And that queen will get picked off yet again. So this Banshee is paying for itself because queen kills are huge.
Right, he gets it to red, and then he runs away, and he repairs, and he comes back. I mean, that's just it's good stuff.
I can see two. Where's
And
the
look at
scorecard?
this. We do have an armory already underway, which means Thor is here. Thor is on the way. Heaven on Earth is scouting
Fourth
out with
expansion.
the Overseer. And that Overseer is needing to run away because, man, there's a lot of lings. And look at this. Cry loading up a drop, doing the good what Cry does best. It will get scouted out, though, if he goes too far.
It's also important to know Heaven on Earth has 4 bases to Cry's 2.
4.
Cry is in a very bad situation right now.
Cry looking to get some work done. Heaven on Earth hasn't reacted yet, guys, to the Marines stimming
There
in.
it goes.
And there he goes, and he's going to pick up, and he's going to walk away without losing one.
Oh, the mutas
Marine.
are popping. Mutas are popping.
Oh, he saw the expansion right there. 3rd expansion for.
Yep, and he is stimming up there.
The 4th is getting picked off.
Hello, have a nice day. May I have another?
Excellent work from Cry. Hopefully he can take it down. He might not be able to, though.
Look at this. Look at where he puts the Marines.
Unfortunately, it's not enough, and that hatch does not go down, which is something he desperately needed.
Yeah, he
Now
definitely put a lot of resources into that.
And there are a lot of mutas out.
There is a lot of mutas on the field, but he knows they are there, and he does have missile turrets to defend that.
Units killed, though. I mean, Cry is still ahead. Workers killed. Cry is still ahead overall.
Cry coming back with another drop.
Unfortunately, he's down by about 18 food.
It doesn't matter. It looks like he's going for that 4th right now. He's looking to get rid of it right now. He's got 5 Marines parked up there.
Harassed.
Oh, and actually, Cry does defend with 8 Marines in his main. He has those 5 Marines.
And here comes the stimming forward, guys.
Oh, and it looks like he's actually going to target fire down the hatch. I don't know how I feel about that. And he's going to jump out there with only 1 Marine lost. Muta's in the meantime inside Cry's base.
And they're going to town, but he's losing a ton of mutas.
Not enough mutas.
Oh.
Nope, and there goes more Marines.
That upgrade needs to finish. He needs that Thor out. He needs those Marines out. He needs to expand. He needs to be more aggressive here. Look at the creep spread with the Overlords throughout the entire map. Heaven on Earth is definitely bringing creep on Earth here at this point.
Oh, definitely, but if you look at it right, I mean, really, Cry could drop again.
Looks like Cry is pausing. We don't know what it is, but just a quick note, while this is going on, Zerg is 60 foot ahead, folks. He has 23 more workers, and he currently has a bunch of creep all over the place. So Terran can't get out.
Not only that, but if you could definitely see the food count as 160, 160.
Yeah, I was going to say, he is supply blocked right now.
Right, but that's not going to matter for very much longer. Unfortunately, Cry, it looks like he's disconnecting. If he disconnects here, I am pretty sure that would attribute a win to our opposing player.
I actually don't know the rule on that one, so don't...
No, but he does make it through this disconnect. Now,
Maybe
it is important.
Some settings.
It is important to note that this game started with harassment that failed. And Cry's managed to stay in the game here. No damage done to a very heavy droning player, and he's still in this game, amazingly enough. And that in and of itself should tell you how strong Cry's play is, that he has not bowed out yet.
Cry is definitely doing his job. We do have mutas going back in there, doing the harass. They're going to pick off that
Another drop gets picked off.
And here they go, mutas having their way. Taking off more turrets. There we go, Marines stimming on in.
And those Marines are overstim.
They're all hooked up on PHP.
Unfortunately, Cry has been supply blocked for some time, and that's in part due to the Mutalisks. He's just not able to spend his resources at this point, and we're looking at an almost 200 food Zerg about to come break his, unfortunately, very weak defense.
He needs to have a couple more bunkers up there filled with Marines. That would help.
The only real way for him to hold this would be if he had, like, 12 bunkers up, and unfortunately, he just doesn't. And even then, it's interesting to see a Zerg that's got 4 bases to a Terran.
Look at that, they catch another
really
drop.
be
Those
behind by
mutas
one.
are like catching drops left and right.
Yeah, and you know, it just goes to show that if a Zerg gains an advantage early, it's really hard for the other races to come out on top.
No, I definitely do agree with you. And look at, there goes Yovi moving back.
50. He has 50 Banelings sitting there, pretty, rolling around.
There are actually 67 Banelings now to 47 Marines. Not much you can
There's
do.
a big Baneling hit.
Spread in the third again.
He does get a drop off, and he's going to lose 2 more medevacs.
Unfortunately, there's just not much that Cry can do.
He needs to get his food count up to 200, push it, and pray for the best. He does get his 3rd expansion up, or his 3rd base up, but it's they'll probably fall victim to the Mutalisks that are on their way over. Oh, look, and he's trying to grab the gold expansion too at this point.
It looks like
moving the
Marines
Marines away
and try and break it down, though.
Unfortunately, it's just bad timing here for Cry.
And it looks like that command center is going to be moving away.
No!
The Marines moving in to mess with the mutas, and fortunately, the orbital does survive.
And
You're going to see that gold come down.
Nope, and that one's going to get...
Oh, a stim as he goes and tries to save the command center. He might be able to get mutas if the Zerg player's not prepared, but he is. He knows what he's doing.
And here comes
the wave of Marines and Banelings. It's just not enough. They overstimmed, and it's GG.
And that is it, guys. Sadly...
That's all she wrote, and it happens. And once again, you know, there are so many good players on the Kiwi clan.
Kiwi Clone Army.
The Kiwi Clone Army.
That's it.
So, looks like Cry is going to be our final match against the Kiwi Clone Army. They did extremely well and managed to take down some of our best players. So it looks like we've got some practice to do here, folks.
Definitely.
Absolutely, and that's all that means.
What I want to do is, can you guys, you got closing words? We'll start with Gamathor.
My closing argument?
Closing
Overall,
words.
I mean, I really wish I was able to see Fuzzy play all the 4 matches. I really feel that he would have done so much better there at the end. You know, it's a 2-cap only. I feel that Fuzzy wouldn't be able to go all the way.
I do agree with you on that one, but, you know, it does happen. It's part of the rules. We're going to have to learn to work with them. This is game 1 for us. Justinius, what do you got for us?
Well, you know, I'm sorry I showed up late to this clan war, and, you know, my internet was giving me a little bit of issues. I was getting faster internet. I will definitely be participating in that next one if I can to keep up the VP's good name.
Alright, and guys, this is Hand from Above bringing you Clan War number 1 of 3 this week. Yeah, you heard me right. 1 of 3 this week. I'll go over the little housekeeping. We had tonight, which is the Kiwi Clone Army for the SCLNA. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have a rematch with Relentless Heroes. This is for the SCLNA again. That should be a killer matchup. That was a really good clan war before. And then Sunday, guys, mark your calendars, please. I think it's a 9 Eastern start. It is Complexity Academy versus the VP team. I cannot wait, and I know you guys cannot either. So,
Yep.
I will close it out.
Do it.
You guys will be able to check me out at youtube.com/handfromabove. Check us out on Twitter. It's at VP Gamers, right, Gamethor?
Yeah, that's right.
And as always, we do have a store, guys. If you want any of your nice VP Gamers swag, do buy it at the store. We are upgrading the store as we go. Right now we have hoodies and shirts, and it will keep expanding. So thank you so much again, guys. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Definitely I'll be here, and I don't know which one of these two will be with me. Probably a Justinius, so, because I know Gamethor is moving. So yet again, guys, thank you so much for watching. You all have a great night.
Bye-bye.